My amendment would simply indicate that no costs related to the development, maintenance, or construction of carbon capture, sequestration, and the provisions outlined in this legislation can be passed on to utility customers via rate increases. According to a report released just a few weeks ago by nonprofit Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis, the cost of electricity from power plants outfitted with carbon capture devices is at least 1.5 to 2 times more expensive than alternatives. Again, it is much more affordable and less dangerous to our communities, residents, and environment to rely on and to allocate state resources on the build-out of renewable energy like solar, wind, and hydro. A 2021 report by the Government Accountability Office found that the U.S. Department of Energy has actually wasted hundreds of millions of dollars on failed CCS projects, spending over $684 million to support such projects at 6 coal plants, and only one of them ever came online. Fossil fuel companies typically pump that captured carbon into underground to, quote, store it, but they usually do so in a process called enhanced oil recovery, a tactic used to push up hard-to-reach oil reserves, which companies can then sell as carbon-neutral oil. Nothing in the current bill prohibits the use of CCS for enhanced oil recovery and this technology, and the bill at issue here is being used by fossil companies to cast themselves as climate heroes even as they drill for more oil. Relying on CCS to prop up fossil fuels will likely raise electricity bills for our constituent, and my amendment will ensure that that is not the case here in Pennsylvania. Fossil fuel companies and their affiliates cannot increase ratepayers' utility bills to recoup costs from CCS build-out if my amendment should be adopted. I would also like to note that the National Federation of Independent Business enthusiastically supports this amendment. I ask my colleagues for an affirmative vote on this amendment to protect all of our constituents across this Commonwealth from corporate polluters and price gouging. Thank you, Mr. President.